Fernandes did it then, joining an exclusive club with 20 assists in a Premier League season alongside Thierry Henry and Kevin De Bruyne, and there is still time to take one more step past his rivals. And here is how he has done it then. Thierry Henry's assist by match day is the red line that you are looking at from 2002-03. We've got Kevin De Bruyne as well, the blue line, and you can follow Fernandes in the black. Now, both De Bruyne and Henry reached the magic number of 20 on the final day of the season. Fernandes has obviously now reached that landmark ahead of time. One game to go. Remarkable, really, given that Fernandes didn't even get his first assist of the season until match day 8. You can see it there. And that was on the 19th of October. It's been a brilliant run since then. No player in Europe comes close to Bruno Fernandes' output this season. We have plotted every player in the top 5 leagues here in Europe to get an assist or creating a chance this season. Now, if you are in the top right, you're really good at football. Lots of chances created, lots of assists. And, of course, that is where Bruno Fernandes is. He is absolutely miles ahead of everybody else, ahead of all the other big names in Europe. We've got Michael Elise there of Bayern Munich, Lamine Yamal. The closest player really to him in the Premier League, Ryan Cherki. And that is how far ahead Bruno Fernandes is. 132 chances created this season. And, of course, we've had the debate over set-piece and open play assists as well. Remember, 18 of Henry's 20 assists came from open play, 17 for De Bruyne and 10 from open play this season for Bruno Fernandes. But since the start of 2020-21, that's Bruno's first full season at United, nobody has more open play expected assists. Now, if you're not sure what expected assists are, think of expected goals as measuring how likely a shot is to become a goal. Expected assists measures how likely a pass is to become a goal. So that doesn't really matter whether the teammate takes the shot or not. It gives credit to the passer of the ball, whether the striker scores or doesn't. Bruno Fernandes out there in front, 46.7. And also you've got to consider someone like Kevin De Bruyne playing with, I'm going to say it, probably better players at Manchester City, better finishers than Bruno Fernandes as well. So things to think about there if you're talking about the open play or set-piece assist record. And we're asking for you to get involved on the website today as well. Who was the best, or who is the best out of Thierry Henry, Bruno Fernandes or Kevin De Bruyne when it comes to goals? Henry at the moment is 36%, Kevin De Bruyne 33%, and Bruno Fernandes is on 31%. So Manchester United fans, get your phones out, scan the QR code and cast your votes. Who would you be voting for there? What?
The best player of all three?
Best creator. Best creator.
Oh, creator. OK, I was about to say, there's only one for me. That's TT. All day, every day. I love Thierry Henry. But, the best creator. That is hard. You know who the best creator I would have probably out of all of them? KDB.
Yeah.
I'd probably say, but Bruno would run him super close. Thierry's, I see him scoring individual, and I know he's got loads of an assist. But, yeah, Thierry's my favourite ever Premier League player. But I'd probably say Kevin De Bruyne just ahead of Bruno. by a nose, in a photo finish. But it's good. Those 3 players will go down as 3 of the best players to ever play in the Premier League. Bruno Fernandes is an amazing player. Like, he probably will go on now and win Player of the Year, to be fair, even though that's up for dispute. But, yeah, he's been outstanding. But imagine being in that company. I could only dream about that. But anyway.
No, you can only dream.
Yeah, that's what I said. Literally, I can't dream. There's levels, and that level is ridiculous level, them 3.
We'll get on to that sort of player of the season debate and discussion a little bit later on. But will Bruno go down as Manchester United's greatest player post the Sir Alex Ferguson era?
Yeah, probably at the moment, because if you look at the likes of the Roy Keanes and players like Beckham and that, he's got not a long way to go, but, win more stuff to be compared to those kind of players. But he's up there, definitely. He's such a super talented individual. And you know what makes me laugh? People like to criticise him because he moans. I don't care about him moaning. He delivers. If you moan and you don't deliver, then you can't say anything. He gets frustrated. He throws his hands in the air because he's got a will to win. And his frustration, that is what it is, his will to win. And he wants people to be on the same wavelength. And if when you're playing with Bruno Fernandes, anyone will tell you, playing with good players, you up your game. And loads of players have raised their game. He is a top player on Bruno Fernandes. Unbelievable.
He's been the leading figure, hasn't he, when you're looking at Manchester United's upturn in form.
Yeah.
And where they've ended up this season.
And look, early on in the season, he was playing in the midfield too with Casemiro, which didn't suit him. Now you've played him in that 10 and gave him the freedom to go and do what he wants to do. He's on a different level, and it just makes me laugh. He's captain fantastic. I don't care what anyone says. I'm here for the debate. He can do everything. He's the best number 10 in the Premier League at the moment. And and I like the likes of the Rodgers and the Ezes and the Cole Palmers, the Fodens, and stuff like that. But his numbers, what he's getting at the moment, he's the best, Bruno Fernandes, by a country mile. That's my opinion. I know everyone will be shouting at the TV, but it's my opinion. At the moment, what he's doing and the numbers he's getting at Man United are terrific.
I love how happy his teammates were for him yesterday.
Oh, yeah. It was brilliant.
To see it, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Celebrated with him.
It was brilliant, to be fair. And that shows how much you're liked as well.
Exactly.
That is a big thing to show if you're liked.
They wanted it to happen.
Everyone wanted it to happen, and they didn't even celebrate Bruyne and Mbeumo's goal. Bruyne and Mbeumo kind of went over to him and said, "Everyone get off me. It's about Bruno Fernandes." And that shows how much they like him and how much he's respected at the football club and stuff like that. So yeah, they have to keep him. Have to try and tie him down to a long deal because, as I say, you need him for the next 2 or 3 years if you want to be challenging at the top.
You say about tying him down, because do we feel like there's going to be talk again about his future at the club? Because, talk in recent windows about a potential move to Saudi.
Yeah.
I thought Manchester United fans loved that he said in an interview with Wayne Rooney, the fact that his wife said to him, have you achieved everything you want to achieve at Manchester United? If you haven't, then you've got to stay.
Yeah,
and he said that is what really kind of got me.
But then he's got good people around him. Then for his wife to say that, he's got very good people around him, because he could have gone to Saudi and got massive money and stuff like that, but he's decided to stay at Man United. And he's probably thinking next season I want to win stuff at Man United as well. And he's got, as I say, if they can improve the squad in the summer and get to players that are on Bruno Fernandes' level, they've got a great chance of competing and winning trophies next season. So hopefully he stays there. As I said, the same with Pep Guardiola. Best manager, you want to see the best players staying in the Premier League in this league. So hopefully he does sign a new contract